So what is up, guys? Mr. Saturn Gaming here, and I am back with another video. This video is sponsored by, or brought to you by, Since Gaming. Enter the code Saturn Podcast 2 and get 5% off all purchased items. No free shipping. Not yet. So, I would like, to say about a news story one that we haven't done in a really long time besides of our podcasts, in which apparently we lost the editing file, so we have to go through it again, in which I'm sorry for that. It was rendering and somehow it deleted everything for the rendering process, in which I was planning on uploading it today, but unfortunately due to that happening I cannot. So we gotta start out with another thing, is that there was, we'll consider these guys, well, pranksters, I don't know what you would call them, people that upload prank videos, I guess. But apparently there was two of them in one YouTube channel, like how it sometimes usually is. And they went dumpster diving in the back of a Gamestop. And as you guys know, that Gamestop throws away, sometimes it throws away, sometimes random games, possibly not even broken. Most of them are probably going to be broken anyways. So, sorry. But anyways, it's kind of essential, to actually check if your games are right, and that could be for another video. But we gotta start with out with another thing, is that they went dumpster diving in a GameStop. They would go and genuinely take them and then bring them back to the GameStop, in which, you know how they have the trading policy that they have, that you cannot return broken items or broken games, and that is sort of a bad thing. But essentially what happened is that they traded it in, and then they got about like $60, and it included games like GTA 5 for the Xbox 360, possibly Black Ops 3 if I remember correctly, and then another game in which I forgot which one. But those games are genuinely sold for quite a bit now, but they still got the amount of money that they got, and somehow the employee was dumb enough to not pay attention if they were broken or in working condition, in which they should do that by their employee policy, in which does usually happen at work ethics. But it gets to a point where you don't even know why employees will even do this. Like how they don't pay attention to scratched copies of games. And then she called the cops on the people that traded in those games, and apparently she thought it as them like ruining her reputation or something like that. In which I forgot of what I was planning on mentioning at this point, but it genuinely is important to actually check. And then, yeah, there's so many multiple variants to this, but people actually get fired for these reasons. And then somehow she just didn't even check. I don't know why a GameStop employee does this, but at my location of at my location of GameStop, they are actually pretty fair and loyal to their boss, I would say, or their manager, or whatever you want to call it. They're pretty loyal to their company or location ownership person or whatever. I know I don't know what GameStop has, like a CEO or something, but it's generally going to be pretty fair when you notice a game being scratched. And I know it seems like I'm blabbing on about something that doesn't even matter, but she called the cops because she was feeling unquote threatened about those people that were trading in broken games, in which I don't know how that could be threatening to anybody unless you're clinically insane or just mentally retarded or something. But it genuinely is important to check it, and I'm not being mean by saying that if you don't notice a game and you check if it's scratched, and that person did actually check, but they just didn't check good enough apparently. But if you don't notice that, it's a pretty big problem for your work ethic and how you treat your manager. So I'm sorry if this video was in a bit of delay. I've been trying to edit all my other videos, but somehow Sony Vegas hasn't been working for me recently, and I just need to update it and see what's the problem with it. And I guess that's it for you guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.